All right, ladies and gents, what's up? Welcome for another F&T AI battle. So on top we have Fanatic's team, which is Tribute, and then on bottom we have Prometheus's team, another team of his called Look Up. So I want you to see units for both teams now. So for Fanatic and his units, we have Enthusiast the Monk, NumberNerd the Calculator, Total Lad the Knight, and Sophisov the Priest. Now for Prometheus and his team Look Up, we have Charmer the Knight, Sponge the Monk, Bang the Chemist. Fuck you. Oh my gosh, I think that was intentional. And A-Bomb the Wizard. So with that being said, I think some of the names give it away. Sponge, a damaged sponge to absorb everything. Charmer, because of steel, probably has steel heart. I'm not sure if she's got any steel skills outside of that. Nope, so just straight up charm. Pretty evasive too, magic defend up, so she's kind of a pain in the ass to kill. I wonder what breaks she has. Okay, I don't know if this is intentional, but could be, for all I know. MP switch, move MP up, very annoying to deal with. Let's see. This Chemist, I'm not going to make that mistake again. Now I just noticed something. Because she's got the stone gun, she is going to be petrified for the very first turn. Who's going to cure her status? It has to be this monk. There's no... Yeah. Okay, so only this monk with Stigma magic can cure her. Right? I'm not missing anything? No. So, depending on the map, if, let's say this... If this Chemist is on a height panel that's by itself, let's say she's on 1.5 height, and all of the other adjacent panels are 1, it's a permanent 3v4 then. So keep that in mind. I just noticed that right now. Again, a lot of that depends on the maps and the positioning, and a lot of it's also going to depend on whether this monk goes for Stigma magic. And I'm just going to double check real quick and see if he has it. He does. Okay. But if he does not use Stigma magic, permanent 3v4. Technically it's not, in case this knight decides to charm any of these men. This monk or this priest. But we'll see what happens. Yep, so we're going to go to... Let's go to Double Swamp, 71. I'm not keeping a tally of what maps I'm using. I'm just doing that spontaneously. It's just kind of a pain in the ass to keep a chart and categorize them all by map sizes. That way I'm not making sure that there's duplicates. But as long as I'm not picking the same maps, every single match line by line, I don't think it matters too much. And let's just double check real quick. I know I talked about it. Let's see. Okay, thankfully these are the same height, because had this been a height of 1, she'd be kind of stuck there for the rest of the match. Now the question is if that Chemist is going to get hit with a Stigma magic to get depetrified. And no, they're not. That monk is kind of being dumb about it. Very unfortunate, because yeah, I don't really see any reason why they wouldn't. Sunken State is kind of irrelevant. Yeah, it's very weird that he chose not to use a Stigma magic there. He could have done so. And now there is one little modification. Now, because of the nature of Sunken State, normally the AI can't see units with the Sunken State status. But the reason why they're doing it in this mod is because units that sing and dance, due to the way the coding works, normally units can't be seen with Sunken State, so you could have someone sing and dance, which won't consume the invisible status, and you just have somebody singing and dancing infinitely as a result. So just keep that in mind. Yeah, just keep that in mind. It's intended to be that way. Okay. Well, it's basically a 3v1 on both ends. Yeah, it's a 3v1 on both ends, but I don't really think it matters. I feel like as if eventually this knight is going to get taken down, the female knight. Now she does have magic defend up, so a lot less damage. But if things keep up the way they are, the slow dances from this. Especially Death Sense. Okay, that should seal it then. Because eventually that monk is going to be too slow compared to the Hasted Knight. He's going to get whittled down, and it's just going to be slow, gradual death. The death by 1,000 cuts. So, yeah, she's just got one more turn left in her, and that's it. And then this monk, he can revive, but eventually he's going to get double turned and then just pinned down. It's a shame that there was no restoration. I totally agree, yeah, because otherwise you kind of get screwed. I think, in my opinion, at least one unit should have Esuna and or Stigma Magic, and then the other unit should have item in case like one of the item users chooses not to select it for whatever reason. But yeah, it looks like this will be over in just a bit. We're waiting for one single monk. Okay, now he fucking does it 10 turns in later. You idiot. Imagine he did that the very first turn. It would be a 4v4, and the dynamic would be completely different between these two teams. It's a bit of a shame. Hamido? That's actually unique. I kind of like that. Because with the Hamido Gunner, it's there to counter other Elemental and Stone Gunners, which is kind of nice. Yep. That's 100% right. I'm trying to cover all of your bases. Now, do note that the Chemist and this monk on Prometheus' team, sorry, they have lost speed, so... Oh, he was put to sleep and he got speed save proc. I thought he was in critical for a moment. I just looked away from the screen for one bit, and I saw that. Yeah, now it's up to this slowed monk, and he's not going to be able to do it. He just can't. So... we will be going to round 2 in just a bit. Yeah, he's getting cut down. The damage splits are not applying either, but it does not matter. Too much pressure for one unit to try to take care of everything. Yeah, so I think it's 2 or 3 points of speed that monk has lost. He ain't playing with the damage, but I don't know. Let's see if Enthusiast the monk can finish him off. Nope. Damage split does come into fruition this time, but I think the slow dances have done their duty. Yeah, those slow dances are gonna cripple them. Just up to a single chemist who's lost a couple points of speed, and they're just trying to annoy her with charm. Yeah, so this is it. Unless she's somehow... Well, no, because she's slowed, she's gonna get cut down, so... Well, alright. Fanatic took this one. Okay, kind of nice. I really think that the saving grace for him was the fact that that chemist was revived so late into the battle. And having said that, it's just a matter of reality, but things are going to be a little grim now. And the reason why I say that is because now we're going to a small map where the dynamic, the component between these two teams, right, there's going to be a much bigger explosion with them being right next to each other, and they're going to start the bloodshed immediately. So, for example, this monk right here, he's in the opposite corner where that chemist is, so chances are he will not be using Stigma Magic here. He might, but I can't say with absolute certainty. It's just... Yeah, I think unit positionings, like starting positions, Unit 1, Unit 2, Unit 3, Unit 4. Yeah, see, this is what I'm talking about. He only did 147 damage, healing up a speed save knight who has item. So I don't think the damage is going to be relevant here. Yeah. Damage went for a good amount, but again, it's a shame. Let's see if they can come back. Nice damage split for 126. That's some good. Those are some good numbers for damage split. And that's the one thing that can kind of offset like tanky units like that is the panel, because he was targeting up above to make him hit like that was really fucking weird for a sec. But that's the one thing I was gonna say is death sentence, from Secret Fist is one way to get around tanky units. And she used her turn well to try to go for a charm. Although he isn't critical, to be fair, that male knight. And then the other female... There's charms flying around all over the place right now. He's charmed, but he can't do anything. He can't heal. He gets a kill. Okay, so at this point in time... it feels like as if it's going into... a meteor? Fuck, that's because... yeah, she's got magic attack up too, so that's a bunch of damage. And actually... Despite that charm, I think was huge right there. So, oh my god, yeah, it looks like as if Prometheus is going to be coming back. Because again, there's no more healing. Yep. Yeah, 400. Yeah, he's charmed. There's no more healing. It's up to him Knight and critical. He's not going to be able to do this. So it's, I would say it's a bit of a lucky break with the charms and all that stuff. But yeah. You know what? This team with Prometheus is, it's like they're so brazen. They're like, yeah, you know what? I'm not going to bring out the big guns. That's what it is. It's like, yeah, I don't need this chemist. Yeah, my power is too strong. My power level's over 9,000. Yeah, sleep, just gun him down. Just shoot him right in the head. What the? What the fuck was she? Was she just going for a haste? I did not expect that. I don't remember the last time I've seen a rod kill. Jesus. I was just wondering, why is she going for a haste? It's so weird. That was something. That was totally caught me off guard. Just being beaten to death with a stick. God. That's, how do I say? That reminds me of, there used to be a video on YouTube. It was this, like, parody. I can't remember what it was based off of, but, it was, like, Death by a Spoon. You have this, like, weird, fucked up mime chasing a guy all the way around. That's what it just reminded me of right there. That was fascinating. Oh, man. Getting death by a stick, death by a spoon. Son of a bitch. Let me get a sip of water. Hopefully this monk is intelligent and uses a Stigma magic on the first turn. Ran Prometheus' team. Is he going to do it? He actually does this time. Very nice. Okay. Well, let's see what the sugar mama can do. All right. So charm, it does not connect. That's 57%. Very unfortunate. But I'm kind of perplexed by Sunken State. I think Sunken State can work with magic, not just physical attacks, but it is so rare for people to have like a lot of magic evasion for it to matter. Oh, okay, that's 600, but she's charging up a spell, magic attack up. She's probably going to get mid-charged with, yeah. That wasn't going to happen. But now Big Mama's coming out. And she's throwing little feathers at her. She's like, get up, you bitch, and run. Or, you know, get up and fight. So, right now it looks like Fanatic is in the driver's seat, but a lot of that is because they're prioritizing this chemist who's just going to be dead instantaneously. Any charms? We do see a charm this time, so it could give charm could give a little leeway, but with those speed losses, yeah, it's going to put more pressure on this monk now. The only one left with revival to do everything. This chemist has to make a play, and that is not the right one, at least to me. Whether it's an attack on the priest or someone else, yeah, she got put down. Now, there is a charm on that knight. Yeah, I think she should have went for some damage. That's just me, though. Another charm. Son of a bitch. I keep on saying Fanatic's got it now. 2 out of 3 charms. Jesus. Look at this, though. It's actually, yeah, it's 2v, it's 4v2. Now, actually, it's effectively 6. Oh, no. Okay, I couldn't see that monk. I forgot about him because he was hiding behind that spot. But yeah, it's actually going in the Prometheus' favor. And now, yeah, it's 5v3, and she's hit 3 for 3 out of 4 charms. She's hit the last 3 in a row. God damn. Yeah, well, she is called the Charmer after all. A little bit of recuperation, a bit of a back and forth tussle, you could say. The thing about both of these teams is they don't have a lot of like actual damage. They're not like pumping numbers, so to speak. Like they're not doing tremendous amounts of damage to each other. They're not like, you know, attack up ninjas or martial art ninjas. So yeah, that's why it's able to stay as close as it is. Did she? Okay, she just walked into that like an idiot. And the MP switch sponged everything. And now the AI can't see the vertical base above him. So, oh man. This gunner, though, I want to see her just doing pot shots at people, and she won't. But I will say this. It is a, what is it? It's a 4v1. 5v0. Okay. We get to see rocks dropped on this guy's head, but he's probably going to be able to move out of the way of it wisely. I know. Looks like dude's just kamikaze and everything. Having said all this, that was just a bit of an interesting tussle between those two. I definitely thought Fanatic had this in the bag, but then literally, Charmer sealed the deal. It's nice to see some meteor kills too. So, all right. Well, with that said, congratulations, Prometheus. your team Look Up indeed has prevailed, especially with those meteors. That's probably why the premise of the name. Unfortunately, Fanatic, for your team Tribute, you had something going, but don't ever feel bad when you can bring shit to a tiebreaker because it shows perseverance. So, all right, well, that said, I'll see you guys for the next one. Thanks, and have a good day. Yep.